Hello guys and welcome to 2021. This is my first flight of the year. I'm now in Adelaide, South Australia. I'm about to fly Jetstar Australia to Hobart, Tasmania. Masks are now mandatory in all airports and on all flights across Australia, so make sure you put one on before entering the terminal building. Let's go! I was filming. Adelaide Airport is the 5th busiest airport in Australia. Currently, the airport has set up a COVID testing clinic outside the terminal for those who require to self-quarantine and submit a COVID test within 24 hours after their arrival into South Australia.
Coronavirus, we politely ask all customers to follow government health advice and maintain a 1.5 metres distance from others at all times. Thank you for your cooperation.
The current Adelaide Airport terminal was opened in 2005. Jetstar's check-in area is located at the south end of the terminal. The check-in process is fully automated. You have to print your boarding pass and baggage tag from the self-check-in kiosk, then drop your checked luggage at one of the self-serve bag drop machines. Over the financial year 2018-19, Adelaide Airport experienced passenger growth of 7% internationally and 1.3% domestically. The airport experienced the greatest international growth out of the Australian port in that financial year. To keep up with the growth, the airport commenced an $165 million terminal expansion project in 2018. The expansion includes a complete refurbishment of retail areas, resulting in a more than 80% increase in the overall size of the terminal's retail and dining precinct across domestic and international areas. The newly constructed Northern Retail Concourse was opened to public in February 2020, but was forced to close within a couple of weeks of opening due to COVID-19. In December 2020, the Northern Concourse has finally reopened, along with a new international departures hall. The international departures has now moved to level 1 via escalators at the northern end of the terminal. It is 3 times the size of the old facility, with more space for immigration processing, security screening, and a larger duty-free precinct. With more than 103,000 aircraft movements a year, Adelaide Airport is a great location for plane spotting. From the large windowed viewing areas inside the terminal, you can see most of the apron and the runway. During my 40 minutes of plane spotting this afternoon, I saw a couple of Virgin and Qantas Boeing 737s, a Regional Express Sub 340, an Alliance Fokker 50, which I believe Adelaide and Olympic Dam are the only 2 places in Australia that you can see them, a Corbin BAE 146, and a gorgeous Qatar Airbus A320. Today, I'm traveling with my girlfriend. The aircraft that will be taking us to Hobart is a Jetstar Airbus A320. Jetstar is at the moment the only low-cost airline in Australia. It is a wholly owned subsidiary of Qantas Airways.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're all set to board Jetstar Flight 681 through to Hobart through gate number 25.
Do you want to grab a
Please
scanner?
have your boarding pass ready with the barcode facing out to your member.
Thank
And
you.
a reminder that you won't be able to take hot drinks on board or use your mobile phone on the tarmac.
Jetstar Australia currently has 53 A320s in service. This aircraft, VH-VQK, is powered by 2 V2527-A5 International Aero engines and was delivered in 2006. The cabin was possibly reconfigured in 2019 to add 6 additional seats from 180 to 186 by moving the lavatories to the rear of the plane and reducing galley space.
Hello. How are you going? Lovely, thank you. Just window seat on the left, thanks.
This aircraft is in all economy class layout with a total of 31 rows in a 3-3 configuration. The seat has a width of 17.88 inches and a pitch of 29 inches. It's pretty tight, but still better than Jetstar's A321s, which only has a seat pitch of 28 inches. The seat is reclinable, but there is no headrest at the front of each seat.
Hello everyone, and welcome on board your Jetstar flight through to Hobart. While you're making your way through to your seat, please maintain a distance between yourself and other customers where possible.
Seat selection costs $6 per person on this flight.
We ask that you limit your movement to one cabin and do not change seats during the flight, unless asked to do so by a member of your crew. On all Jetstar flights, cabin crew and customers are now required to wear face masks. Farewell packs were made available to you as you boarded the aircraft, which contain a face mask and 2 sanitizing wipes.
Upon boarding, each passenger was provided with a Flywell pack, which includes a face mask and 2 sanitizing wipes. In terms of the in-flight entertainment, no, there's no Wi-Fi on board, nor USB plugs or PowerPoint for you to charge your device. One good news though is that Jetstar has finally returned its food and drink service. In April 2020, Jetstar temporarily suspended its onboard catering in order to limit contacts between crew and passengers. On my flight in June, the only thing that Jetstar sold on board was water. On my flight in September, Jetstar recommenced its online meal ordering, but the choices were limited to either a banana bread or a muffin with a hot drink. Today, Jetstar has reintroduced its full menu again. There is a variety of snacks and drinks you can order, as well as a number of its merchandise that you can purchase. Of course, you can still order your meal online up to 24 hours before departure. It is also cheaper. I pre-ordered a steak pie and sausage roll combo for myself and a double chocolate muffin combo for my girlfriend. The meal came almost instantly after the seatbelt sign was off. The combo is a food item plus a regular sized tea, coffee or water. Inside my duo pack is a 110-gram steak pie and an 80-gram sausage roll. The pie is smaller than the pies you would normally find in a bakery. The sausage roll actually tastes pretty good. My girlfriend is a big fan of chocolate. She claims that this double chocolate muffin is the most delicious muffin she has had in a while.
Forward flight 681 through to Hobart. We're at 35,000 feet at the moment. Seatbelt's switched off so you can move around the aircraft. There is a time zone change for our arrival into Hobart. And Karen, estimates have us arriving slightly ahead of schedule. Should have you touching down at around about 7:50 in local time.
We are now flying over the famous Great Ocean Road in Victoria, built by returned soldiers between 1919 and 1932 and dedicated to soldiers killed during World War I. The road is the world's largest war memorial. Winding through varying terrain along the coast and providing access to several prominent landmarks, including the 12 Apostles limestone stag formations, the road is an important tourist attraction in the region. We have now left mainland Australia. From here, it took us 15 minutes to fly to King Island and another 10 minutes to reach the main island of Tasmania. Tasmania is the smallest state in Australia, but it's actually about the same size of Ireland and Switzerland. Tasmania is promoted as a natural state. It is widely known for having the cleanest air in the world and the best scenery and the richest history compared to other states in Australia. We planned to spend 5 days on this island, but it was definitely not long enough. In one sentence, if you have never been to Tassie, this place should be on your bucket list.
Australian quarantine authorities remind passengers that some fruit, vegetables, plant materials, fish and uncooked fish products are restricted from entry into states and territories throughout Australia. These items must be placed into the quarantine bins as you enter the terminal building. Quarantine detector dogs operate in some terminals. Thank you.
Despite being a full flight, it was overall pretty pleasant. The seat is a bit tight, but it's not a big deal on a short-haul flight like this. I'm really glad that Jetstar has returned its onboard menu. I really missed having a hot meal on a plane. Honestly speaking, the snack that Qantas and Virgin Australia offer at the moment is not even enough to fill up a 5-year-old child. On Jetstar, at least I get the option to purchase something if I'm hungry. I would rate this flight experience an 8 out of 10.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hobart. On behalf of all your crew, it has been our pleasure to have you on board. Due to COVID-19, a number of domestic travel restrictions are in place across Australia. Please ensure that you have checked the latest government advice and that you are eligible to travel to your destination. If you are not eligible, you may be denied entry or required to undertake hotel quarantine, possibly at your own cost. Once again, welcome to Hobart.
Thank you so much for watching this video. As I have finally hit 1k subscribers, I would like to thank everyone who watched my videos in the last 15 months. Without your support, I would not have come this far. I wish you all an absolutely fantastic day, and I will see you guys in my next video.